Guys, welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today was a pretty lackluster day in small caps, but the SPY and the SPY options were making some really nice moves. Check this out. Alright guys, so without any further delay, we're going to jump right on into this. But first, do me one quick favor, smash that like button and subscribe so you're always in tune to every single video I drop. Alright, so trade wars. China backed out of the deals at the table, and they decided to retaliate against the US with some tariffs of their own, and here we are. So because of that, the SPYs dropped today some. Trying to do a little bounce here, as you can see. This is actually an old line I had here, so you can see patterns repeat themselves. This is an old line I had here, and it's trying to bounce off of that. Might break below it, but regardless, we had this type of action today in the SPY. So when we saw this rejection here of the VWAP area, I decided to get short the market via buying some put options. And since I am fairly new to options, I don't trade it on my E-Trade account. I trade it on Robinhood, where it's free and it's easy to learn, right? So I only had, 200 and something bucks in there. So I was only able to buy one option contract. And here it is. I'll show it to you. Here we go. Okay, so I bought, today is the date, the 13th of May. I got filled at $1.97. I only bought one contract. The way that works, if you don't know, is one contract is the equivalent of 100 shares of the SPY in this case. So that's $197 that I put, on the line there. And I got filled at $1.97 for one contract. See here, 197 bucks. And this was at 9:44 a.m. A little while later, I sold my singular contract at $2.48. Well, yeah, I put a limit price of $2.48. However, these things are so volatile. I got filled at $2.51. So I made a nice little profit there, as you can tell. This was at 9:52 a.m. Unfortunately, I only had, the ability to buy one contract due to the funds in that little Robinhood account. Had I been able to buy two contracts or three or four contracts, I would have held on and scaled out, right? I would have sold some here where I wanted to, and I would have been able to sell another one basically up $1 a share, because if I remember correctly, they did reach $2.90 something cents. I definitely remember seeing them in the 280s a little bit after I sold out of my single contract there. So that was my trade today. Made $50 something on that. Not bad, right? For a little single contract. And that was it. That was my trade for the day. Right now, we're seeing that it's kind of like a weakish bounce, even though there's some good volume. Let me lift this up a little bit so you can see it. There's some good volume right here on this little bounce attempt. We'll see what the SPY does. We'll see what news coming out, will do. But as you can tell, my scanners pretty weak today. Pretty weak. My gap scanner is pretty weak. My top gainers and losers pretty weak. OPTT seems to be making a little bit of noise here. Well, kind of like a little bounce there attempt. It was tempting to me in this little wedge that it was forming. I had to tell myself about 3 times, you're not buying this. You're not buying it. You're not buying it. So that's when I actually got into the SPY put option there. So, my put option was 282. So I didn't trade OPTT, and I'm glad I didn't, because it did fail and make a new low here. Now it's kind of bouncing back, but I don't have any hopes for it. Very low float stock. It has, let me bring this over here, 416,000 shares in the float, so it can move very easily. I thought it would have had a whole lot more to give us, by, if not at the open, by 9:45, 10 o'clock, but it didn't, because everybody's kind of like a standstill. Everybody's looking at, SPY, trading the TVIX, SPY put options, calls, etc. So everybody's playing options or the TVIX, UVXYs, etc. Everyone's, messing around with the broader markets right now because it's so volatile. So small caps aren't really getting much of any attention at all. Mara did make a move here, as you can see. But other than that, there really hasn't been anything going on. I mean, Mara and Riot have always moved, you know, with, here we go, Riot have always kind of made moves with crypto because they're, you know, they've been crypto related. Obviously, Riot Blockchain, that's the name of this. You can see right here. Let me bring this over. And crypto's been making some moves. So we're going to probably talk about crypto in another video because it has been making some noise, and we're definitely going to take a look at that. But other than that, guys, that's it for me today. How did you do? Let me know. Drop it in the comment section below. What did you trade? Did you get in on those puts as well, those 282 puts? Or did you trade something else like Riot, Mara? Or have you been trading crypto? Have you? If you have, drop it in the comment section. Let me know if you've been trading Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. What have you been trading? I used to mine crypto a while back. Maybe that's something we can talk about in the future. Remember to drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know. Subscribe and smash that like button. I will catch you on the next one.